Hi everyone, I thought I'd pop in here today because I have to draw this competition. I know a lot of you have entered and a lot of you are waiting to see who has won the Cashmerette book. But I've got a surprise, so stick around and I'll tell you what that is. Thank you for joining me here on the Dahlia Society, where we talk about all things sewing, fabric, patterns, a little bit of gardening, because as the title suggests, I do love growing my dahlias. It is very windy out here. It's beautiful and warm, and I'm actually about to head out. We're having a nice dinner for my twins' 23rd birthday. Charlotte and Eliza are turning 23 today, so 26th of Feb I'm filming this. So yeah, we're heading out for a nice little Mexican dinner, so that should be really lovely. Now I do have a surprise for you. I offered you my brand new book, which was the Cashmerette Ahead of the Curve. I purchased it not realizing the fit, the sizes were just a smidge out of my range, and I thought I'd better offer it to one of you guys as a special prize for being such great viewers. Now I had a wonderful viewer called Margie. She actually emailed me and offered me hers as well. Made the same mistake I made and purchased the book. Was out of her size range and was very disappointed, but really felt like giving back to you guys. She sent me a little card and she just said that, dear Kristen, here's a book as promised. You have helped me before by suggesting patterns. That's fine, no problem, Margie. And I've learned a lot by watching your vlog, so it's my pleasure to send this. Cheers, Margie. Thank you so much, Margie. That really means the world to me, and I know a lot of people that have commented on the episode are desperate to win this book because of all the valuable fitting information there. So hang around, I'm going to draw that prize in a moment, but first I'm going to show you a couple of fabrics that I purchased. I'm going to talk a bit about the Cashmerette Club, which I've already joined as well, and so far it's fantastic. Yeah, so stick around if you want to see if you are one of the lucky winners of these books. Now, unfortunately, it's an Aussie-only competition, and that is purely because of the ridiculous postage costs and waiting times for international postage. It is really challenging trying to get things sent overseas. Sometimes things come a lot faster than what you think, and other times they seem to take forever. So I have kept this predominantly for Aussie viewers, so apologies to all of my other worldwide viewers. I know there's a lot of you that wanted to get your hands on that book as well. I can highly suggest that Cashmerette Club. It is wonderful so far. So let me talk about some fabrics that I purchased just last week. I popped into the local Spotlight. My son is actually doing a TAFE course at the moment for his VCAL, which is year 11 and 12, and he's doing salon training to be either a hairdresser or barber. So yeah, let's hope that that works out well, and hopefully so far he's really enjoying it. So yeah, every Friday I get a few hours that, it's a good 40-minute drive to the TAFE, 40 minutes back. So I tend to use that time to have a few hours to just have a day out to myself, maybe go and do a little bit of fabric browsing. Now, just yesterday, I decided to go and see a movie, which seems like forever. I think before lockdown that I did that. And one of my daughters, Eliza, actually met me over there, and we were the only two people in the whole cinema. So it was just bliss. It was wonderful. And we saw Marry Me, the J-Lo, Owen Wilson kind of rom-com. And I wasn't expecting much. I thought it'll be, so I'll wait and see, but I actually quite enjoyed it. It was just a nice kind of breakaway. There's a lot of sad things happening in the world at the moment. What I'm wearing today, too, getting back to sewing, is the Ava dress by Pattern Scout Patterns. Love this in the black rayon linen, and thought it'd be nice and simple to wear out for dinner because I've got so many prints in the wardrobe. I love wearing print dresses, but I wear them all the time. But sometimes I just feel like wearing a good old little black dress. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to an evening out tonight. So getting back to talking about when I have those spare few hours on a Friday and get out to Spotlight, there's a fantastic Spotlight. Frankston is a great big newly renovated Spotlight. It's a huge store. I love a good indie fabric store because I do believe you do get the best service from indie fabric stores. But sometimes it's nice to have a bit of a rummage around in a Spotlight, or Spotty as we affectionately call it here. And yeah, I found some new fabrics that I couldn't resist. This new rayon, they've got a lot of beautiful new rayon prints with a real vintage kind of look to them. So because I got black on today and I have been sewing before everyone else is ready, I'm like, give me 5 minutes to do these buttons. I'm actually pattern testing for Love Notions, got a new pattern coming out, and also Itch to Stitch, I've got a new pattern coming out very shortly too. So I've been putting together some patterns and doing some pattern testing. and you've got threads all over me. But if you're like me, you're a sewist, you go out shopping, you head down to the shops and you look down and you've got threads all over you. That's just a day in the life, isn't it? Yeah, so Spotlight, beautiful new rayon prints. I just fell in love with this because of that vintage kind of color scheme, that beautiful olive green and the gorgeous little rust color flowers, black background. I just thought this will make a beautiful little blouse. And look, I find sometimes the reason I like Spotty when things are on sale is to make a wearable toile, maybe before you cut into that really lovely fabric that you may have, some more expensive fabric in the States that you don't want to risk till you get that pattern right. I tend to always make a wearable toile out of something that I can wear that is an inexpensive fabric, because I don't want to make toiles up with sheets and things. I find that I want to be able to wear it. So 9 times out of 10, the pattern will end up being a really good fit anyway, or fit me fine without too many major adjustments. So I tend to find that Spotlight have great fabric for wearable toiles. So this will definitely be a blouse of some kind. I'm going to show you this print up close. Really pretty colorway in that. Definitely my cup of tea. As far as patterns go, I have no idea. I have so many blouse patterns. I have the patina, which I may even make a patina out of it. Patina blouse by Photo Pattern Company. There's the Paddington blouse, which I've got all these patterns ready to go but haven't made them up. Yeah, there's just so much I could possibly do with that. Even a cuff top by the assembly line might be really nice in that. I actually purchased this with the Field of Dreams dress in mind from Pattern Emporium, but I thought, not sure whether I want to do tiers with the double gauze, only because sometimes a lot of that weight can drag down when you have a few tiers there. So not sure what I want to do with that, but I'm even thinking maybe the Shelby dress from True Bias, or even maybe a beautiful 2-piece, like a skirt top ensemble as well. There's a couple of really great skirt patterns I want to talk about too. The Sorrento from Style Like is fantastic, as is the Pattern Emporium. There's a couple of high-low skirts which I love as well from them, and even the True Bias Mave skirt's really nice too. But the colour in that, it's really pretty, lovely quality actual cotton gauze, double cloth they call it. It's cotton gauze, but I love the colour, especially with that as a set. So I'm thinking a 2-piece set, if not a dress. I do have a lot of dresses, and I love a good skirt for mixing and matching back with tops. Yeah, so not sure about that. And I also have a duster jacket, the Lichen Duster, so by So Liberated, that I haven't made yet, whether that could even be a really pretty look as well. So a couple of options there. And this is the fabric I ordered to make that Hortense blouse from Fiber Mood. Remember how I ordered the fabric and it didn't come in time, and I made it with the black lurex kind of rayon fabric? Well, this is the fabric I firstly chose. It came in the mail but a little bit late, but it's nonetheless, it's a really lovely kind of creamy beige double gauze fabric that's going to look beautiful in some kind of blouse. Even the Norma blouse could be really nice by Fiber Mood as well. Look, Fiber Mood have a lot of great blouse patterns, but it's a really basic, good colour. I haven't got many plain blouses, and I do love a good cream colour. Actually, when I got married, I actually chose an ivory colour instead of white because I felt that it suited my complexion more. So even now, years later, I'm only just starting to wear the occasional white thing again. I've just had it in my mind for years that white was too sort of bright for me and drained me a little bit, but now I'm starting to think maybe not. I'm one of those people that I don't stick to having my own colours. I know that Hale's more from Hale's Sewing actually did do an episode all about choosing your own colours and picking colours, and a lot of people had their colours professionally done. If it's something that builds your confidence, I think that's fantastic. But yeah, for me, I don't really stick to any hard and fast rules. If it makes me feel good when I wear it, then I'll gravitate towards it. But I just think whatever grabs me at that moment in time, whatever I feel good in. And a lot of the times people will comment and say that you look great, that colour really suits you, and it might be a colour I don't wear much. So yeah, I just go with the flow with colours. And I also feel that in different seasons I go with the flow and can chop and change the colours that I like to wear, probably more into the light bright colours for summer and more of the muted autumnal and dark shades for autumn and winter. But no rules there. So the Cashmerette Club, did any of you go ahead and join? I am actually loving it. I decided to go for the Plus package. I think it's the middle of the range package, and that was because I did watch the live episode that Jenny Rushmore did, and she actually explained all about the different levels and how it is so easy. If you want to go ahead, join up for that month just to get that particular pattern, you can do that, and then you can cancel at any time. There is no set in stone rules there. You don't have to finish off your membership, and they don't make you jump through a million hoops to get out of that membership as well. Because if you've been like me in the past before, if I've joined up for annual memberships and not used them and forgotten that the anniversary times come back around and debited my card some crazy amount of money, it's really annoying. I prefer to be able to opt out at any time. So it is very easy to do that if you wanted to join up just to get that pattern of the month, and you can cancel. She said it's very easy to do. There's no emailing and things like that. You just get on and click on your profile and click cancel. So that was a really bit of peace of mind for me. I prefer to do that, because if I'm going to head on into the venture of the Cashmerette Club and I get halfway through 6 months into it and I don't like it, I can cancel. But month one so far, I'm really loving that community spirit. It's fantastic. I watched the latest live she did as well. It was pre-recorded because, of course, time zones here, it's sometimes really hard to get online with everyone else in the US time zone there. But it all gets recorded live, so you can go back and watch that if you're in the club. So only club members get access to that. And it was fantastic. And I also listened to, on Seamwork Radio podcast, there is an episode that Jenny Rushmore does talk about her history and how she got into sewing and a bit about her life. Such an interesting episode that you will really thoroughly enjoy, because I know I did. Some of the content on there could be a bit triggering. A lot of it was to do with her youth and growing up and being bullied about her size, and just different cultures that in different countries that she lived in, and how they saw her body as, you know, more beautiful. I think she was in Malawi, and they actually loved the fact that she was a bigger lady. They found it really a beautiful feature, and that they didn't want her to lose weight. And she just said, you know, it's just so up and down with all different cultures and different moments through time. Fantastic, interesting episode. If you want to head over to Seamwork Radio podcasts, I'll link that below so you can go ahead and watch that, and you can see a bit about her life and how she came up with the pattern company, embraced the plus size sewing, and also now she's ventured into all size sewing, which is fantastic. But a lovely person, and definitely worth thinking about joining the club. Now the club does have only accessible patterns. The pattern of the month is only for club members. So remember how I spoke about the patterns maybe be released to the public at a later date? That's not going to happen. These patterns are just for club members. So if you want that pattern, you need to join up to access it. And as she said, if you just want that one pattern, you can cancel the membership. So it's great to know that. Also, the forums are fantastic. You can head on over to the forums, which is also only accessed through being in the club, and you can read. There's a lot of people with different questions about different makes, or we just want to chit chat. Great community spirit there for all sewists of all different ages, all different sizes, and all different parts of the world. So really enjoy looking at that. So really excited to see what next month's pattern is. The Kimball bomber jacket I'm really excited to make as well. I've actually ordered some fabric. I know online on the fabric store online they had 30% off Liberty fabric. So I went over there and I bought myself 1.5 meters of some beautiful Liberty twill. So that will be part of my bomber jacket when it arrives. I can't wait to show you that one. Now let's look at the drawer. So there's two Head of the Curve books, Jenny Rushmore size 12 to 32 US, and that's 16 to 36 AU and UK sizes. So let's do a drum roll and do the spin of the wheel. This is a random comment generator. It's going to spin the wheel and see who wins these books. First winner of one of the Ahead of the Curve books is Zoni Wetzel. Congratulations to Zoni. You'll be getting this book sent out to you. Please contact me in the comments there. I'll make sure to comment underneath your comment, and you can get in contact with me via email, and we'll organise postage for that one. The second winner is PDSJ Family from Victoria here in Australia. And you have also won a Ahead of the Curve book, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy. So if you ladies would like to, get in touch with me, I will organise these to be posted out to you, and I hope you really enjoy them. So definitely think about looking at the Cashmerette Club. I think it's a fantastic looking, very community-minded, safe space to talk about curvy sewing or just sewing in general altogether. It's just a lovely kind of forum and place to go to discuss all things to do with sewing. So I am going to head off to a lovely dinner that hopefully I will enjoy, and I'm going to leave you to it. See you very soon for my next episode, which will be the frugal, So Frugal episode, where I'm going to discuss all things to do with what patterns I've chosen, maybe for some So Frugal sewing. A hashtag created by Ruan and Sam from Yorkshire Sew Girl and from Frugalissima. They have created this beautiful challenge. It's happening every year. Last year it was just the frugal frocks. This year it's broadened out to all things free patterns of any kind. So I hope you are going to enjoy the things that I have chosen, and I've got quite a few things in mind there, so it's going to be a very tricky one to decide on. So stay safe, happy sewing. See you soon. Bye for now.